What's up, everybody? This is Bender with another edition of Behind the Box. Today is Monday, December 16th. It was an awesome day today. We had a lot of good alerts, a lot of good flow. God, Tesla just rocked. But there was a lot of good stuff to play. And with me today, I have one of the best. He understands the flow probably better than anyone. We have Charlie, special guest today. So he's gonna show us his screen, show us what he was looking at, and kind of walk us through the flow the way that he sees it. And every time he does this, it's an educational experience for anyone that gets to catch it. So we're very lucky to have him today. With that, Charlie, welcome, and I will let you take it away.
Right on. Hey, Bender, I always like hanging out with you, so this is cool. So today, right off the bat, one of the things we noticed was, hope you can see my screen, right?
I can see your screen. Yes, sir.
Apple. They started pounding Apple 285s for this week. And you can see right here, just as soon as the market opened, 8:31 and 59 seconds, we started seeing these Apples 285s for this week. OI hadn't been met yet, but then all of a sudden OI was met. And these things started at 35 cents. Right here, it went as high as 94. So Apple was one of the first things that we noticed right off the bat this morning. Mailstone was on that one too. So we played Apple. I actually made it into 280s. So that was one of the things that I played. I didn't want to go 285. Just simple. Not that it's that far of a stretch, but I don't know. I was more comfortable with the 280s myself. What else did we play? Let me go to my. What was interesting? MU. We had this one come out this morning too. Right out of the bat. So that was about 13 minutes into the market too. Let's look at the MU, and I believe the Nigerians talked about that on CNBC as well.
They sure did.
CNBC
They did.
halftime. So MU, they were hitting these 53s, yeah, right out of the gate. So I mean, all this is 53 calls. So they started hitting us about 10 minutes in. I had posted right after that, as you can see. I've got this thing in my way here. There we go. Yeah, 13 minutes into the market, I'm already posting this ER flow because their ER is December 18th, so that's going to be on Wednesday afternoon. So this was interesting. Not that I like to chase ER flow or follow ER flow, but it's just something to keep in mind. I mean, all this was just really mainly just ask above ask. There's some B's in there, but a lot of that's the same buyer. We can tell that you're seeing this above the ask here at 8:45 and 12 seconds. Within 3 seconds, you're still seeing it, and the price is going up. So it's a bid. It doesn't bother us. We know it's the same buyer just coming in pounding this thing all morning. Next thing we saw, let's see, MU that I really liked, Tesla. Oh my God.
Tesla was a monster.
A monster. Now listen, they came in and started pounding these 400s. I didn't play this one. I've been salty all day. They came in and started pounding these 400s right out of the gate. They were actually playing the next week's 400s. Hold on. Yeah, next week's 400s. So yeah, right there. This one, another one that I posted real quick, and I had people thanking me on Stock Twits saying, "Hey, thanks, I got to double off that alert," which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, you can see right here, OI hadn't been met, and OI is met when it turns purple, and they're just pounding them. 400s for next week. These things started at 114. They ended the day up 258%. I seen that at one point, up well over 300%.
Yeah, that was incredible.
So they started pounding that. And what was another thing that was interesting about that is the other day, and I'm glad somebody reminded me of this, but the other day, 1.4 million. Yeah, this was on December 11th. So Thursday. Look at this right here. They bought this 400 call for February, 1.4 million above the ask, opening transaction. See what the stock price was there at 356 bucks when this came through. This was the same buyer right here. So it's actually, no, sorry, not the same buyer. Just this one solo call though that went right before 9 o'clock, $1.4 million when the stock price was at 356. So I had forgot about that till somebody reminded me. They're really happy. Whoever that is very happy today.
Yeah, those were the February 400s. Those were going 2140 by 2260 at the end of the day today.
There's another one we caught pretty early today. Let me, what time was this? 10:34, so way before halftime. I think they did talk about this one on halftime show as well. We started seeing this action for the 31 contracts on Twitter. I was looking at the Twitter alert on my Twitter page, so hold on, sorry about that. You see, they started coming in about 10:30 this morning, and we've seen these, and again, they're white. These are white, and they OI hadn't been met yet, but they turned purple, so I was met, and they're just pounding them. Ask, above ask. You don't even see a B until way later on in the day, an hour later. And so we did play these too. We got in, this was right on the alert. I think I was in at 42 cents, 43 cents. Those had a pretty nice day there at one point. They got up to close to 70. I got out a little too early on this one. This was another one that caught our attention pretty early in the day. Let's see what else that I saw that I liked. Yeah, there was some other stuff this morning. What was the meat? I thought that was pretty interesting as well. Uber and NTNX, and that's about all I'm going to have for you today. Uber really had some good action this morning right off the bat as well. And look at it spiking after hours. The first alert on Uber this morning was at 8:37. So let's look at that flow. And then they come in later in the day and hit it again. But they were buying these. Which one was it? 30.5 calls. Yeah, the 30.5 calls for next week. We thought this was pretty interesting as well. A couple of people did play that, but I'll tell you what caught my attention on it later in the day was somebody actually came in for this week. And look at this, 5,000 contracts at 15 cents. They're buying the 31.50s. That's a little bit of a stretch for me. You can see after hours it did do pretty good. But they pay 15 cents for those 5,000, 75 grand. That expires this week. So definitely keep an eye on Uber for the rest of the week as well. NTNX, oh, you know what? Bender, one of your favorites too. Had a little bit of flow. ABBV, I thought this caught my attention right here. 90s for January 31st, and I thought that was decently cheap. So yeah, and those actually had went up a little bit after they came in. So ABBV, NTNX had a little bit of flow, but I thought it was pretty good too. Not a ton of money here, 100 grand, but somebody bought next week's right at the money. And they were buying it right down here at low of day. So 33.25 or 32.57, right in this range right here. Right in here. So they got a little bit of a spike on it. Anyway, that's a lot of the flow we played and was interested in. Oh, Amazon. Hold on. I did see some Amazon 1765s right here. Thought this was pretty neat. So some decent size coming in for this week, 1765. So you look at the spot price, this was under 1760 when they bought it. So you see, especially this right here. And then later in the day, that's a nice spot. But it was still under 1760. You can see where that closed right there, almost 1770. So these are some happy campers right here. I thought that Amazon was some pretty good flow.
Yeah, they probably doubled those.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Very nice.
So on your after-hour scanner, not a lot to talk about here. I'm not talking about 26 cents. Anyway, that's what I seen today. Bender, that's some of the stuff we played. I know you guys kicked ass as well on your Twitch feed. So
we sure did. Today was a great day, and I played some of the same stuff that you did. I followed that Twitter play, and I think I pulled about, 25% or so on that one, so it worked out very nicely. I did play a little bit of Tesla, but I didn't play Amazon. But yeah, all in all, it was today was a great day.
This one right here too. This caught my attention this morning. next week's small size, next week's 210s on Facebook. Just look how cheap they are. So a lot of times you'll see these cheapies, if they get enough action, which this isn't even 100 grand, but something to just keep in the back of your head. I played it. I did lose just a little bit on this one when it broke under VY, even though I was playing next week's. But so I'm not the perfect trader, but this was kind of interesting. No, man,
Cool.
Good job over there. I seen the plays today too. So just good job, everybody. But that's all I got, man.
It's been good. Hey, I appreciate it. One thing I do want to I want you to mention is you've set this goal to pay for your BlackBox membership, playing the alerts, I believe, within the first hour of the day.
First hour of the day, so I got to make $100 within the first hour, which, I mean, with enough contracts, that's pretty easy. But I try to do it with like, $300, $400, $500, right? So far, I think most of last week that I was in the room, I think we hit it. One day was like 10 minutes late. But yeah, this morning we got it off Apple. Now, that doesn't mean in other accounts I'm not playing larger, but just to prove a point, we have been doing that. And pretty much, it doesn't have to be an alert. It just has to be good flow that we like, or follow on a moderator. So far, we've been able to do something in the first hour every day to make that $100, $99 entry fee.
Yeah, and I know you're playing different size and different accounts, but I just wanted to call that out, that I think that's a pretty cool challenge for people that maybe haven't tried BlackBox, they're not members. Understand that you've got people here that are doing that sort of thing, saying, hey, just to show that this isn't expensive. Like, I'm going to pay for my membership within the first hour of the day, every day, only playing an alert or flow that comes in. So I just think that's neat.
We got it off Apple. There was that 285 calls coming in, which, by the way, those kicked ass. I was just a little scared of them. So I played 280, and that worked out. So we was able to do it. And then we did pretty good off Twitter as well. So, now this is office coming, so let's wrap this up.
All right. Cool. Well, hey, Charlie, I really appreciate you going through the flow with us. I appreciate your time. We love having you on here and being able to go through this. I think it really helps people. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you, brother. Looking forward to doing it again sometime. Thanks, buddy.
All right, buddy. We'll talk soon. Bye.
All right, so there you have it, Flow with Charlie. Hopefully you were able to play some of that today, make some money off of it. If you haven't tried BlackBox, give us a shot. Hit me up for a trial. I do stream live every day, twitch.tv/BenderProfitBox. If you have any questions, want me to look at something with you, just getting started, whatever it is, come hang out. Check us out. We'll see you then. Have a good night, and we'll catch you in the morning.